Japanese people recently made some comments criticizing Guilty Gear Strive's latest news regarding Bridget, and it seems some people on Twitter are extremely unhappy with what these Japanese individuals have to say, going so far as to basically advocate genocide against all Japanese people because they have a different opinion. Now, as I've said previously, I'm not saying that I agree with the comments that are going to be shown in this video. I'm simply compiling them for you to take a look at. Well, specifically, Any compiled them already, and I'm simply going to uncompile them and recompile them. Credit to Ani for the compilation, though, and before we continue, one more thing. Last time I made a compilation like this, I had a bunch of people on Twitter upset at me, saying it was like my take when I literally just had a compilation and said I don't even agree with the comments in the beginning of the video, and yet they still got mad, claiming that I agreed with all of them or something. So I'm fully expecting that to happen once again, and if it does, we will have a follow-up segment to post on the second channel, which definitely needs the content, so that would be pretty cool. If you'd like to check out the second channel, link in the description, and let's continue. The news becoming so big in Japan that it would even get an article on esuteru, an important thing to note, as many people on Twitter would claim that these Japanese comments are not from real Japanese people, or that they are, but they're just a few comments from 4chan or 2chan. You can see such comments right here. This was in response to the segment I made before with Pokemon SV compiling comments left by Japanese people, and this is what Twitter had to say about it, just complete denialism. Because the fact is, Japanese people are using a variety of social media sites to talk about their complaints. I saw that and was kind enough to also provide them evidence of Japanese people on Twitter as well saying similar things, and of course they never really gave a response to this. Back on esuteru, once again, yes, believe it or not, Twitter, this is not 2chan or 4chan. I know you're obsessed with blaming things on those sites. This is, alas, not them. And if we scroll through the hundreds, if not thousands of comments, you will see many negative comments here about the news. And that's really the point of the video. People in Japan are not happy. Of course, some people in Japan are totally fine with the news. However, from the sources and evidence that I've seen, excuse me, I was going to say evidence, and then I was like, yeah, sources, evidence. Okay, you get the point, though. A lot of Japanese people are not happy with this news. In closing, let me restate that I fully expect people on Twitter to get upset at me for this video, despite the fact that I've said multiple times now I don't agree with all those comments. However, they will act like I do agree with all those comments, or that they're even like my comments or something and not from actual Japanese people. Like, they just say the most insane stuff. Here's the point, though, why I bring this up at the end one more time. Because I don't think they hold the same standards for the news that they consume. For example, when they're watching CNN talking about someone that they dislike, do they get mad at CNN for talking about that person? Probably not. Do they get mad at me for talking about something that they dislike? Yes, and they hold me accountable for that. It's a complete double standard. It makes no sense, and that's to be expected from people that live on Twitter. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. See you in the comments and in the next segment.